Hey everyone, I'm Keralis and welcome to episode 13 of our journey throughout City Skylines 2. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And yeah, okay, don't mind the lag. Either my PC needs an upgrade or the game needs a little bit more love in the optimization department. But hey, the important thing is, we are back. It has been a while, so first off, let me just say I'm sorry for the long break in between episodes. Life just got busy and stuff got in the way, but I've missed this. I've missed you guys. But what is the plan? So the plan is to get the city done, bit by bit, episode by episode, and then get it up on the PDX workshop for you guys to be able to download and enjoy. And please bear in mind, everything you see here was done without mods, so this was like pre-mod supporting the game, so obviously it's not going to be up to par to many other cities you've seen on the interwebs. However, one thing which I can guarantee is that we do have bendy roads. Like this over here. I mean, pointless, but bendy and beautiful. One which is super pointless is this one over here. I mean, yeah. So it goes from like super straight, super bend, and straight again. And that was because like back in the day we couldn't overlap or intersect with stuff like this. But now with the Anarchy mod you can just take this all the way through and bam bada beam. A year ago that wasn't possible whatsoever. But where did we left off? I'm all confounded. I think we pretty much ended somewhere over here. And you know what? I just drew a conclusion. And that is that this map is terrible. And the main reason being how the water flows. Like it starts in this beautiful river and then it flows downstreams, further and further and further down. Like look at we even got a dam over here. A disaster waiting to happen. Our beautiful harbor will be all flooded. Terrible placement. No, hopefully not, but if it becomes, I will blame the map. So yeah, having a mapping this elevated makes building a little bit trickier. I would rather have a flat map, but it is too late now. Like, I mean, look at the keys. I'm not trying to make stuff realistic by any means, but these keys, they're big. We might tweak them with some of the mods we have now. Like back in the day, once you place the key, you didn't touch that key again, because that was a pain. Now with all the mods, life will become much easier. But what do we do in today's episode? I do have a rough idea. It is a terrible idea, so we will see how that turns out. And also, I don't want to place much more of the high-rise buildings because we do have a population of 124k, and I do feel the frame drop quite a bit from time to time. So let's maybe stick to the medium density buildings and the low density buildings, because I don't think they look too shabby. But nevertheless, mods have been acquired, stuff has been tweaked upon suggestions from you guys, and also please bear with me, okay? I haven't played the game in quite some time, so it's gonna be, is everything okay over here? A little bit of congestion. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve again. But the idea is, why don't we make ourselves an airport? But the question is, where do we squeeze it in? It is fairly big. Like, I mean, there's not enough space over here. This would not be a bad location, quite close to the city. But then again, I mean, we could place it here in the far end. It would require some tile purchases, but we can afford. Or maybe even here. Oh, wow. It's quite the size. But how would we go about it? I want to have it over here. Oh, wow. Having it in this orientation would be incredible. Like just seeing the planes landing and taking off over the suburbs. That would be amazing. However, we have an issue, and that is that mountain. Yeah, no. That won't work. However, just landscaping this to bits. Because, I mean, we do have the highway access just next door, so that is perfect. Metro subway, whereabouts is that? I guess the closest line would be this one over here. Which is going to be great, because that goes into the main train station as well. And we can even maybe take that out over here. Where is that exactly? Over here. Oh, I hate this bend. I've always hated it. But now with mods, hopefully we can make this much purdier. But we could have done this. Think about this. So if we take that track, maybe delete that straight track, take that track over the road, go all the way over here, bend it like Beckham over here, and then bend it again and take it. Doesn't have to be realistic, but it will look quite snazzy. Do we have... Okay, so we do have this train station, but that could fork off here as well. Like just forking that off over here. Okay, I'm talking to myself. And then taking that all the way to the airport as well. But now comes the question. How do we terraform it? As I mentioned, the river here is no bueno whatsoever, because it is high over here and it's low over here. But first is first, let's do this. Pause the game temporarily. Let's get rid of all these highway bits. And let's go all the way back as well, get rid of this. And just because we can, let's just connect them up again nicely. Temporarily, there we go. But wait, did I do the same over here? No. Okay, so let's just do that quickly as well. Boom, there we go. Just in case somebody misses their exit, they won't get stuck on the highway. But if we would pick this elevation here, and then just... yeah, see? So how high do we need to have it? Like, maybe this would be ideal. But the problem is this over here. Like, if I do that, see how high that is? Yeah, it's not perfect. But then again, the world is not perfect. However, look at this. So this whole plateau is the same height. But look at the water line on this side compared to this side. So like, that is the biggest downfall of this map. Could I have done this differently? Yeah, maybe before I built the city. Now it's a little bit too late. But let's get a little road. What did we say? It was a 4-lane, I believe. And that is a 4-lane. Boom, boom. Let's get that to the ground. Let's have a key on it. And maybe, what was that? Constant slope. This is stuff I could be doing off camera or in a time lapse, but I do want to pre-plan. Just a little bit. And also get the hang of the game again. Why is it so overexposed? Or overbloomed? It has to be some setting I've changed or tweaked, and I don't know which one it was. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because it is hurting my eyes. Yeah, I don't know. Like, could it be Lumina? I even restarted my game, that didn't really help. Let's see here. Post-exposure, contrast, saturation, temperature, shadows, midtones. I mean, this is the game default, and it's even brighter. It does kind of look amazing, but... yeah, I don't know. If you guys get any suggestions, please do write in the comment section, okay? But I did this, okay? This is nothing which is set in stone. I'm kind of like thinking like, I do have too many keys, kind of feels like, so maybe just break that off with a highway going alongside the key over here. Might be a thing, might not. But let's buy ourselves some tiles over here. Which ones? Maybe those ones over here? Please do, like so. And then, how big was this guy again? It is quite the size. And how about this? Should we maybe just go with the smaller one? That's gonna make our life much easier. Nope. Let's go for the big boy. And how do we want to have it? We're going to have this road coming across. This road is going to be connecting up here as well. Maybe have this guy. Well, first is first. Let's just terraform this to bits. So let's see here. Let's get a humongous brush. And do we just go for the same elevation? Don't worry about this, okay? It's gonna look really bad for the moment, but once the airport is in place, we will make this pretty. There we go, perfect. And let's also grab ourselves, let's see here. Do we have a road here which is gonna be a little guideline? Maybe having... don't worry, we've got this. Boom. This one over here. Perfect. You know what I could have over here, by the way? Just over here, we could maybe even have some of the parking lots. Let me see here. Small, medium, very large. Ooh. You know what? Maybe even. You know how like airports have like the little like sky trains? Yeah. Having like a little elevated tram line going all over the place, that might not be a bad idea. I'm not saying it's gonna be great, but it might be a thing. It might be quite neat. Do we have a little space in between maybe even? And bam bada beam. Something like this. And the beautiful thing is that, let me see. This guy goes boom, bye-bye. Maybe even have... No. Let's just do this. Let's just have a little pedestrian path in the back. Like so. There's gonna be a road in between here. And that goes... boom. I mean... It could be a thing. Will be a thing. I don't know. But then we could have the little train stations or tram stations. We can have quite a few of those. I mean... it could be a thing. I like this. This is great. And the cool thing is that we could even recolor that with the recolor mod. So you can change all the roofings to a different color, etc. But first of all, let's just build this up a little bit more. So let's have a road in between over here. Bam, bada, beam. And what comes with the tram tracks? What do we have? So we could pretty much just, let's see, if I would do boom, have them elevated over here. Okay, that doesn't work, but that is just one way. Double tram track station middle. Ooh, okay, so that kind of works. But does it look great? No, I don't think it does. Or maybe it does. But why can't I have this? Why does it glitch out? Not glitch out, but kind of like changes the little like thingy. That looks really bad. Okay, so I guess we're gonna be going for maybe those over here. Like a little bit bigger. But they could work. And the cool thing is, look at this. So now I can do this. I can pretty much just delete all the bushes over here. Don't need those. Boom. Same goes for this guy, and those. And then we can have some... let's just do a switcheroo job, maybe with some concrete. Was this a thing back in City Skylines 1? Having this option? I don't think we had that. Or maybe we did. And then maybe even having like a little like stained surface as well. That is mid, base. Let's just go base. Let's see how that looks. I mean, how cool isn't this? Boom. And bam. Oh, baby. That looks awesome, by the way. That looks really nice. Like, obviously, like, we could be doing so much detail work on the whole city at this stage, but are we too far in? But I'm gonna spend some time at least over here, just kind of making this pretty. And then what goes for the whole airport, I'm thinking something like this, or maybe even here. Okay, for testing purposes, let's just place it and be all happy about it. If we change our mind, it's gonna be a very expensive mistake. Oh, okay, so it does come with a train station over here. Man, this is beautiful. Like, I remember like the City Skylines 1 airport. That was terrible. Oh, is it like one of those little waterfall features? Like, was it Singapore airport, which has that like a little jungle theme? Like, obviously the game has come such a long way. Okay, this looks phenomenal. It looks a little bit flat from the sky. It is a waterfall. I'm actually quite impressed. This is such a beautiful building. Why is there a hedge, by the way, over here? That is not supposed to be there, I guess. Maybe we can tweak that. But yeah, this is super detailed. I wonder if you can see like vehicles driving about, like buses and, you know, just airport stuff happening. If not, we can maybe add ourselves some limits here. Bus. Do we have any? There's a bus prop. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but we could. Look at it. I think I can spend quite a bit of time decorating stuff, but let's maybe not for the moment. But yeah, stuff like that could be added. So let's see here. How do we want to have this? Okay, so I guess this road over here would be a goner. But how does this even work? Okay, so I guess we come in over here, go all the way around here and exit this way. So how do we want to have it? Do we just have like roundabouts? I mean, that would be kind of like the easiest option for us, like just having one roundabout on each side. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Road building with Keralis, that is never fun. Well, it is fun, but I need to have my perfect roads. Yeah, a roundabout would be, I guess, a thing, and then we could have this road maybe just going all the way here, connecting up to the roundabout, and then having some type of interchange or exit from the highway. This is about 2 hours later, and does it look great? No, no, I don't think it does. Is it realistic? No, not by any means. But I think it will work. So we have this off-ramp that goes all the way around here. We can either just go this way into the roundabout. We're gonna have some service buildings, maybe hotels, more parking lots over here. But then we could just go all the way around here, over this into the airport area. Somehow, okay, that's gonna be going all the way here into those parking lots, etc. Then we have those exit roads that goes over here, over this, back onto the highway. This is such a mess. But I love my roads, okay? So let me be. Okay, I'm also thinking maybe we should do this. Let's see here. Let's upgrade. Well, let's maybe do this like a so. And then we could have this as well. Let's see here. So that would be going. So that would be an on-ramp situation. Boom. And onto boom. Yeah, we can fix that. We can fix that, but something like this. Now we have another on-ramp. This is gonna be a mayhem. This is gonna cause so many accidents, by the way. But I love my roads. I love seeing them all over the place. Yeah, this needs to be tweaked. And then we need to have the train stations or train tracks as well. So what did I say? I said you would pretty much just break off this over here. So let's get rid of this. This is going to be a goner. And technically what we could have done over here is maybe, let's see here. So that goes over here. That is going in between the buildings. But we could pretty much just get rid of it over here somewhere. Like that, and here in the back somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure this will be a thing, but we'll see. We will see. That would be going like a so, connecting up to that guy somehow, and bam. So that would be going here in the back, and then those guys connect, because guys connect obviously. I mean, it is a bend, and then just those guys bend. And then we should be pretty much good with that train track, and it's going to be going here instead, all the way around here, into that, and into that train station. And then we're going to fork this off somehow as well. Let me just think about this. Where do we want to have it? So that would be going maybe just alongside, maybe even over this road somehow. Maybe have another train station here somewhere. Thinking with Keralis. I'm terribly sorry, everybody, but it has to be done. Like this. Will we pass that? Yes, we will. And then just continues over here. I mean, I don't want to have a steep elevation. That we should do it. And then kind of merges into that somehow. In a world where one man is connecting people. How about this? Could that be a thing? That would be going out here. Maybe just alongside this. What type of train stations do we have, by the way? Because I did download a few extra assets and such. Let's see here. Train. Wow. Is that a new thing? I've not seen those. Or maybe I have. No, this is definitely a new thing. And what else did we have? Do we have any elevated ones? Because we do have this, which is elevated, but it's a little bit too big. Small elevated, perfect. That's what I need. Yeah. So maybe we could have one of those on the way, maybe... Yeah, maybe in this area. Which serves those guys. We do have the metro down here as well, but yeah. Why not? Like, if we can just have more stuff just zooming about, like trains, etc., I think that's gonna look really nice. So yeah, that's gonna be that. I'm gonna fix that, and then we're gonna have this train track. And I think what we could have done over here. Where do we want to have it? Do we just go alongside here somehow? To here? Let me just get that up a little bit. Boom! And that would be going over the road. Okay, this is a concept. I'm not sure we're gonna have it over here because this might fail terribly. But it could be a thing, okay? So that would be just going like, oh wow, this is terrible. What's up, buddy? What's happening? I've made a roundabout. Yeah, so that would be going... Yeah, we can't have those pillars. That's a thing. Which needs to be gone. We can tweak that. But let's say we would have it like that. Do we want it like that? I think we want it like that. And then this over here would be going over this. Well, it is, it does require some tweaks, but this could work. So that means we will have our train line going all the way from the central station in the city, all the way through the city, and into the airport area. I'm loving it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm loving it. This might be one of the most boring episodes I've ever done in City Skylines, but now we have all the infrastructure in. Oh boy. Oh wow. This looks, yeah, this looks messed up. But will it work? Well, hopefully it will. We even have a beautiful train station over here next to the crematorium, so people waiting for train will enjoy some beautiful smells coming out of this guy. But yeah, that goes all the way and everything is nicely connected. Passenger railway line tool. Okay, so let's go from the airport. It's going to be going all the way here into this train station outside the crematorium. And then all the way to maybe this track or this platform. And then to the airport. Boom! Like so. Pause the game temporarily. We will do this. Let's see here. So that is the train line 3. It is white. Let's just call this the maybe airports express 1. Boom. And then what? Can I just do this? And we can change the unit type over here. So what type of vehicle do we want to have? Or what type of train do we want to have? Like, don't have to be too big, right? But maybe, what is DMU? Huh. Yeah, let's maybe see what that is all about. But hopefully this will work. Will it though? I mean, it should kind of work. Oh, by the way, can we try out maybe a bridge over here? Oh, wow, this is going to look snazzy. Look at it. Bam. And how we looking? Magnifique. Yeah, that is not bad. Okay, it's a little bit floaty on this side, I guess, but ooh, okay, that's maybe not the greatest thing I've seen. Can I move that? With move it? Is that a possibility to get a little like thing here maybe and move that out a little bit like so? Perfect. Fixed. Saved. Yeah, not a big fan that it's kind of like floating about over here, but I'm not sure if we can fix that somehow. But nevertheless, I think this looks really nice. Okay, so this is a DMU. Free car train. Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough. Okay, let's just follow this and let's see what happens. Boom. Yeah, we need to change the color on those guys. Okay, this is neat. Have I said that I love trains? Of course I have. Many times. That is a little bit steep, by the way. Might want to lower that. Oh, po-po. A little bit of congestions over here. Don't mind the lag, by the way. Don't mind the lag. Okay, so how? Yeah, maybe having a one-way track over here or just one track is a bad idea. Anybody waiting? Well, of course not, Keralis. The airport is not yet operational. Okay, so it goes all the way here. Boom. Ah, this is so nice. This is nice. And then into the airport. Will it work? Of course it will. Goes down over here. And... is that a passenger? Yay! There's quite a few of them. There we go. We have officially arrived. Okay, so it does work. So then we just need... Like, technically we don't need... Run, little girl, run! Technically we don't need another train. But I will have, because I just love just seeing them just switching by, back and forth. So let's do one more from this platform. And that's going to be going all the way here. And which way? Which platform do we? It comes in on this guy, so I guess we just go to here, and then like we could have had another train station somewhere about on the way, like an elevated one, but for the moment, let's not. So that is this one. It's gonna be white as well, and there's gonna be Airport Express 2 and DMU 3 cars. Please do. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, just seeing the switching bike and then seeing the trams later on. It will be amazing. How come people are waiting? Oh, maybe there's just workers from the airport, right? Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I do like trains. That's for sure. So we've got the trains. Then we will need some flights, obviously, from the airport going as well. We would need a little bit. What is that? Garbage is piling up. That is terrible, bad news for us. But is that a garbage truck? I do believe so. You haven't really seen this up in action. How is this working out? So you guys go all the way around here over that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Like this is a subject of tweaks over here. But for the moment, I will just keep it, and I will be happy about it. I didn't know we had a possibility to add cargo airplanes. That is snazzy. Okay, so that's one. Is it those guys over here? So let's just do one line from this and all the way to Schneiderville, and I guess back. Okay, intrigued. Okay, so let me see here. So if I go into this airplanes, cargo, there it is. Let's do Schneider. Was it Schneider? I think it was Schneider. Schneider cargo. There we go. Like white. And can I see it? Where is this? We got a moose on the runway. This is a terrible disaster. Is it an Anatov? It is! 225, right? Mira! Rest in pieces, by the way. Big sad. Like, they even look great. The models, that is. Yeah, it would be kind of cool seeing a little bit of action on the tarmac. Like, having a little bit of vehicles and such. Well, that was quick. Like, hands down, this is... I've missed this game. Might be a little bit too short a runway for this beast. We need to track the wheels. Nope. Oop, that's steep. This is incredible. I'm loving it. So let's add all the cargoes. How many do we have? We've got this over here, which is whereabouts is it? Up in the sky, Keralis. Hulne, and then we have up in the sky, Keralis. Whereabouts? There it is. Pendle. Should they all be wide? Yeah, I think so. Like, we can tweak them later on. Let's just do white. Perfect. So we have two routes on each destination, mainly to get some action over here. And oh boy, I think. Oh, is. And then we have a few on this one as well. Oh wow. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm happy with this. I am. And the beautiful thing is that we can also just go in over here and assign like custom airplane liveries, like red. Yeah, that is definitely something I will play around with later on. Oh my goodness. This dang moose. What's gonna happen? Sucked into the engine of the Anatov. Oh boy. Did that guy just land? Okay, so somebody needs to get fired. Especially those guys over here in the control tower. But nevertheless, we have airplanes. So I guess up next we'd be getting some service buildings in, some structures, just so we can get a vision on how it might look. So let's add a few. I'm loving this. So it's been some time since I was in game last time, so obviously this might not be up to par to all the old bendy roads. But hopefully this looks nice. Man, I wish we could do them like thinner. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the tram tracks, because as soon as I add the thinner ones, it just glitches out. You see how it kind of glitches over here? Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, they're not bad. So what have I done? Just to conserve some time, because this was painful, because I had to get used to all the buttons and all the menus again. So yeah, I just kind of did a little quick skip it pop-up in the video pop-up. But we do have a train yard over here, which pretty much just serves the airport traffic. A little bit of lakes here and there. I don't know why, but kind of seems fitting. But look at that. One thing which I love is this part over here. It kind of goes in just a teeny bit into the airport area. Just touches the tarmac. And then just follows along here, goes all the way here, and pretty much serves all the parking lots to the far end. Maybe too many. I don't think anybody's gonna be using this, but well, we have them. But does it look cool? Yeah. For a train spotter, this would be amazing. Just having this sky train going alongside. Look at it. I mean, yeah. So yeah, we have a little bit of lakes, a little bit of infrastructure, a little bit of hotels and parking lots over here, plazas, etc. And it is coming along. Yeah. Okay. Subject of change. If you get any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. And now let's also add ourselves. We would need, what did I say? The fire and rescue. We need police. We need a little bit of healthcare, maybe even death care. Who knows? But let's see, can I add? No, I can't. Well, maybe I can with the anarchy mod, right? So let's see, what do we do? Is that a Japanese fire station? Oh my goodness. Let me just go over here. Does that mean, of course it does. Yeah, look at all those schools. Like previously it was just one big boring school. Now we have all those to choose from. Okay, that is kind of neat. But what do we do? Do we just go, okay, the urban fire station? I'm in love with this game again. Like, there's so much to choose from. So we get the Japanese, the urban one, that is a community fire station. Same goes for this one, but it's a smaller version. Then we have a Chinese one. Oh boy. So what did Southwest? I'm kind of liking those two. So we can have that maybe just next to the hotel somewhere abouts and that next to the airport. So with the anarchy mod, which one was that? That was this one. Yeah, I mean, fitting. I think yes. And then do we have any upgrades? We do have the fire station gate with helipad. Yes, please do. And additional fire engine hall. So let's maybe add. Well, it doesn't really matter if I place it here or not, because there's still like a SkyTrain track in the back, but let's add 1 and 2. And there it is. Well, that ain't too shabby. And the beauty of it is this. This is by far my favorite thing. Oh, you know what? Where this would be amazing? Down in the harbor area. Because I hate just seeing the grass in between all the like factory buildings. So now we can just hide that away. Boom. It just looks so much better. Oh, one thing which I forgot about is, let me see, maybe even over here somewhere. The taxis. Taxis are nice because they do put out quite a bit of cars and traffic. So let's do this. Let's get a tiny road, maybe up here somewhere about, and let's just extend that to the far end. Boom. And what did we have, by the way? We have a small taxi depot. Is that something new? And bam. Is it fitting over here? Of course it is. So we also have a little bit of upgrades, so garage extension, yes please. We also have the electric taxis, why not? And then we have the dispatcher center, boom! Yes please. Or maybe even on this side, like that. Like, it's a little bit unnecessary having two of them next to each other, but if this is gonna mean that there's more traffic gonna be coming out, I take that. And then just having those over here and maybe two on this. And the rest of the space would be maybe even parking lots, whatever. Let's get a big boy here in the back. And that goes all the way to here. What you guys think? I think this looks nice. Also, let's get the dispatcher center on this guy and electric taxis. Not sure that is necessary. But now we're gonna have all those vehicles just zooming the streets. And what about goes for parking lots? Just have maybe like a tiny one? Tiny parking lot even. Can I squeeze in 1, 2... Oh, we can't have them in the far end, but let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go crazy on this side as well, because why not? Oh, by the way, how big was this one? Very large. Can I... Perfect fit. That is actually a perfect fit. Boom! And we will delete all the bushes. I know. But I want to have my beautiful concrete all over the place. Because that's how we're going to be rolling from now on. Can I squeeze in? Like... Oh my goodness. What a perfect fit. Have I said that I've missed this game? Of course I have. By the way, if I'm repeating myself, I am terribly sorry. I've been playing this game for hours on end, and I have no idea what's showing in the episode, and what is not. But I mean, look at it. It's coming along. Let's maybe do the same over here. Do we have those bushes or not? Yeah. Yeah, that could work. And then obviously... concrete jungle over here. Yeah, it's a lot of concrete. But at the end of the day, it's an airport. So let it be. And how about this? Like, as of now, I haven't seen a single fire engine rolling out. We might just not have a need for them for the moment. And how about the taxis over here? Are you guys waiting for taxis? Oh, yes, you are. We might actually need more taxis. How about that? So now we have this over here. Taxis rolling out. I've added one over here as well. So that should be... I mean, that should be quite plenty. But, let's just see. Where do the taxis go? Do they just go into the city? They might just be picking up passengers within the city and driving them over here. But it still looks quite neat. Yeah, this ain't bad. You guys will have to let me know, okay? Might be a little bit too much, but nah, we've got this. And then what did we say? We would need a police department. Japanese police headquarters. Which one do we go for? The modern police station, I mean, that's kind of fitting. Could we just maybe squeeze that in over here somewhere? Just to see how it looks? I mean, that ain't too bad, I guess. And then it comes with station gate with helipad, yes. We do have the investigation team building, which could be, I guess, somewhere. Needed? Nah, not so much. And a small jail. What do you guys think about this? Like, it's just a matter of just seeing the police vehicles or cruisers rolling about. Yeah, this ain't bad. So let's just keep this over here, and then let's get ourselves a road in the back, and then just a little tiny clinic of some type, or even hospital. This one over here would be a perfect fit. It is the Urban Medical Center. Let's just put it in, and how we looking? I mean, ain't too shabby. The roof terrace is quite in the shade because of that building in the back, so let's maybe do a little switcheroo job, and let's get this out of the way, and let's just move that just a little bit like this. Aziz Light, we have sun on the roof terrace. And does it come with any upgrades? Yes, it does. We have a specialized cleanings unit. So let's maybe... Yeah, that works, I guess. And then we have the ambulance depot. And that goes just on the side. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm not sure I want to have it here. I do love seeing the ambulances, so let's maybe not. And what you guys think about this? Now we have no sun remaining on the roof terrace, but we do have that on this. It is fairly detailed. Even got a little roof garden here. Maybe too modern? And then let's just surround that, you guessed it, with some concrete in the back. We can maybe even make a little park here in the future. Tiny city park. How is this? Let's just put it in. Boom! Let's see here. If I take this again, how is that looking without the overlays? Yeah, that's that's much better. But then again, nah, it does have this little like grayscale fit to it. So for being a plaza, I think that is the way to go. There's so much. Dog park, that is not fitting. Canopy covered pocket park. Ew. How are we looking? I think we can make this work. Let's see if I just move that just a titty bit to this. Oh, doesn't require road access. That's touche. But that could work. Something like this. Yeah, and then just some trees. Because why not? A beautiful oak here somewhere. Like here. I'm not sure we have any planters, by the way. Potted plants. I mean, that could be used for this task. So let's just place this over here. And then inside of that, we just plant a beautiful oak tree. Which is, let me see here, centered on that. Can I even see this? Zapam! How are we looking? Not great, Keralis, not great. Okay, so we need to move just a titty bit into position. And bam, done it. He's done it. It's so grayscaled, by the way. But yeah, I live in Sweden. Everything is gray over here. Pretty much. Ah, how are we loving this? Like, I wish there was more action. And I guess to get that, we would... we can maybe even zone out just a little bit. So let's go with the low density, as we said. Just a few, we might tweak that. Low density waterfront. Now let's just go low density and let's see here. Let's go from side to side over here. It's gonna suck living here just next to the airport, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's just do this. And as soon as those guys have zoned out, we will zone out the corner lots as well. Let's have the medium density ones here instead. Which one? Those ones. To about here, and the same on this side. And that is mainly just to get a nicer skyline. Because if we have the big buildings in the front and then they transition to the small ones, I think that's going to look much nicer. Well, at least it's going to bring in some extra life into the city. But do we like it? Yeah, well, stuff like this is a subject of change for the future. But for the moment, just to have a little bit of action and cars on the roads, I think we're gonna keep it. And then what did we say? One more fire station, right? So over there we had the community fire station, the big one, and let's see if we can squeeze in the small one over here. Yes, we can. Oh, it's a perfect fit, like a glove again. Over here, please I do. And let's see, do we have any upgrades? We do have firehouse disaster facility. Yeah, why not? Boom! And then we have firehouse garage extension. Boom! Do we do two of those guys? Just to make a little bit of symmetry over here, we could. Like so, and then more trees over here, and that will be perfect. But I will make myself just a little path going from this side to that side. So people could be using that and using those crossroads in case they want to go to the beautiful yin-yang park or plaza over here. Is that water, by the way? Oh, how didn't I see this before? There's like a beautiful plaza. I just thought it was like a huge water feature. Well, it still is. But wow. And gone. We have no problem with homelessness in the city of Keralisville. That is not a thing. I just still do wish there was like people using the parks, like, you know, skateboarding, using the stage over here, just laying about on those over here. But who knows, maybe in a later stage. However, is this goodbyes? Well, it might be. It's been a super awkward episode, okay? I'm still getting the hang of the game again, so yeah, you have to excuse me, but what you guys think? I'm kind of liking it. Like, obviously we need more detailed decoration, more bits all over the place, but there is action happening left and right. Yeah, the Skytrain is driving me a little bit crazy because of the wide tracks. I wish we could have used the thinner ones. But then again, I'm loving it. It is a huge mess of roads all over the place, but for the greater good, I guess. So next episode, I think we might continue this area over here, just filling up the whole airport section, and then moving to farms. We also need more industry. That is a thing which is peaking, so we need to get that sorted. And this is, yeah, this is all filled up. All filled up. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm wondering if you could just use... Can I use those? Because those fields are so boring. Could we just use... Like, this is just testing purposes, okay? Yeah. I mean, might not be better, but it's definitely breaking up the monotone grayscale, I guess, from that one. Nope. Damn, there we go. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Keralis. Let me know what you think about this. Do we love it? Do we hate it? It's not done, okay, by any means, but it's getting there. We also need to landscape this again and make it nice. But yeah, I am liking it. So see you guys in the next episode. Hit the like button if you guys did enjoy. And are we back with City Skylines? You guys decide. But hopefully yes. Hopefully yes. So see you guys in the next episode. Thank you and bye-bye.